Welcome to this month's reading of Elevate Healing LLC's newsletter, written by Scarlett Ekaroma. I don't know why I keep doing these sound effects intros, but anyways, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are at. It's your favorite therapist and coach, Scarlett, checking on in. And I'm thrilled to be back on this podcast, this month's podcast newsletter, because today we are delving into the topic of leaping in mindfulness. Now you're probably wondering, what do those two things have to do with one another? Don't worry, we'll get into that. So with that being said, let's get into this month's podcast newsletter. All right. Let us do our monthly check-in. How was your February 2024? It's a leap year. I can't remember why the significance of leap year is, besides it being an extra day. So for my history nerds out there, because I'm one as well, send me a message of why that is, or I can just, of course, always do my research as well. But yeah, let's do our monthly catch up and let's see what we got going on. And again, if you want to share with me what you would like, how your February went, please don't hesitate to send in that information. And I love hearing from you all. So for me, I think the biggest thing, as some of you may saw, I released some merchandise to you all that my subscribers get early access before I release it out into the world in April of this year. But woo, that was a journey, and that's where we're going to talk a little bit more about when we talk about today's topic. And then other things is I'm back into teaching community classes / conversations with my colleague. So much fun. Those classes are so much fun. New people are coming out. More people are inquiring about what is therapy, what is boundaries, what are feelings, what are stigmas. I mean, it's just such a dope thing to be a part of. I was asked again to speak at the University of Hawaii graduate class. So I'm super excited to again teach the up and coming therapists who are coming behind me. And I'm glad I'm able to give back in that way. I think the biggest thing that I'm super excited, especially for this March at the end of this month, is that my colleague and we got asked to speak at a Pacifico Women's conference, and we are the guest speakers there. We are doing a morning workshop in San Francisco, and it's the first of many. They want to make this annual, and I'm super excited about it, to be able to pour back into the community, especially pour back into women. Because I know how important women are to me and how they've poured into my life. And so to be able to give back in that way and give back to my community, I'm just honored and humbled, just super, super honored and humbled. And I'm honestly just excited. There's so many things that are happening, so many presentations that are coming up that I've been asked to do and be a part of, and a lot of avenues that have opened up for me that I didn't expect. But I won't say didn't expect, but I'm what I've said to you before in the past. I'm overwhelmed in blessings. So that's how I have chosen to reframe it. So, but I am grateful and I am honored to be in this space that I am in, and, to see the years of work that I've put in to be in this space. And I can't thank God enough, honestly, and to my support system. I know you all listen to this as well. I appreciate you all as well. So with that being said, that is my quick catch up for February 2024 going into March. So with that being said, let us continue forward on with this podcast newsletter. All right, beautiful people, it is that time where I ask you for your help. You know why? because I do need your help and I can't do this without y'all. So my first ask is that if you could share this podcast newsletter with one other person. That's it, just one person. And whoever you shared it with, ask them to share it with one other person as well. So thank you for that. My next ask is give me a follow on all my social media accounts and share it with somebody else that you know on your social media accounts. So you can give me a follow at Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube, all at Elevate Healing LLC. Want to know more about me and what I do? Go to my website at www.elevatehealingllc.com. Or if you have an idea or a topic, or you would just like to share with me something of how this podcast newsletter impacted you, you have some ideas that I could share in the podcast newsletters, send me a message at info@elevatehealingllc.com. Thank you so much. I truly greatly appreciate you. So today's main topic is what I'm going to be talking about is taking a leap. Or just leap. And I decided to choose to talk about this because when I think about the merchandise the clothing merchandise that I put out with sent to the subscribers and then finally put it out on social media for the world to know that it's coming in April. And it's so interesting because I decided to take a leap, and this leap came in phases, honestly. And when I first initially made the clothing line, now let me give a quick backstory. I actually had all of that of what you all saw in the email. I've been sitting on that for almost 2 years. And it was just, when I say some self-work had to go into what I had to do because I had self-doubt, definitely was intimidated. I didn't know if I felt worthy enough to put those matters out. And what's interesting is I would order some sample pieces and I would wear it and I would hear, hey, where did you get that from? And I'd be like, oh, it's part of my clothing line. I haven't launched it out yet. And when I do, I'll let you know. And it's just, it's just so interesting. And I finally had the courage to finally release it. And so, my support system has known hey, let us know when you're going to release it. Let us know. And here it is. And I just remember being before I actually released it to you all, very intimidated to do it. Cause I was I don't know. I don't know if people are going to buy this. And it's just, you just don't know. But then I would always hear, you miss 100% chance of the time of the shots you don't make, the shots you don't take. So I was then I would always sit with that. I'm just well, you don't know unless you try. And so I think I was just more proud of me releasing it because for me, I'm not really worried about if anyone purchases anything. I will be grateful. It was the notion that I was able to move through the mental blocks that I in particularly had in regards to, to releasing it. So I'm so glad that I did release it and that I chose, and it's so much work, you don't realize how much work. I think that's the thing is when I first started to create the merchandise, because I put so much work into it that it, colors, fonts, design, type of, which type of material that I want, of the options that I was giving. Where do I want to put it? How do I want, it to look, if it, do I want it lower, higher? I mean, there's just so much that goes into it that, when you just kind of hold on to it, I'll say for me, I just held on to it a little bit more because I was just oh, I don't know, so that's where a lot of self-doubt started to creep in. But then I was just you know what? Let's just do it. I really had no plan of when to release it, But I'm glad I did release it when I did, because everything happens for a reason and time. And again, it was just me working through like in particularly my mental blocks of honestly being intimidated to do it. And I'm truly glad I worked through it, and just I would practice mindfulness and really reframing a lot of the thoughts that I had regarding it, and just being like, hey, we don't know. Just put it out there. And so it made me think about like the importance of taking a leap, because taking a leap, like no matter how daunting it may seem, it is truly a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. And it's in that moment that when we push past our comfort zones, our blocks, and embrace the unknown, and that we truly open up ourselves to the possibilities and experiences. We end up challenging ourselves to confront our fears and the uncertainties, and it's such a powerful act of courage and resilience, and it just demonstrates our willingness to embrace change and to pursue something that we just honestly just don't know about. Until you take the shot, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and it's so cool because it's a chance to discover unleashing whatever creativity that you may have and innovation that you may have that's truly within you. But I think the most important thing about taking a leap is the affirmation that you find within yourself, like the belief you find within yourself, and the belief that you have in your ability. It's truly a declaration, like, I'm here, like this is what it is, and this is what I got, despite whether it's the outside and the external obstacles or the internal obstacles that may just truly stand in our way. And it's just truly a reminder, that the greatest sometimes, I won't say sometimes, the greatest rewards in life does come from taking risk and embracing the unknown. So, sit and think about, like, if you're wanting to pursue something and take a leap or kind of, intimidated or unsure, think about what's holding you back. And so, I just want to encourage you, when you sit with it, really think about, what is it? How can you reframe it? What are the thoughts, who can help support me and reframing my thoughts and helping me move past this, whatever the blockade may be. So, I just want to encourage you, don't be afraid to take the leap honestly, it's in those moments of uncertainty and doubt that we truly find our greatest strength, our greatest bravery, our greatest resilience, and it propels us to a future filled with, possibilities and growth that we are just unaware of. So if you're having any doubts, if you're having any intimidation about taking a leap, I want to give you permission to say, take the leap, and I will say, within taking the leap, talk with somebody about it. I'll say, with me doing the merchandise, my support system, I have every single one of them have heard me talk about this merchandise, and they were so super supportive, and they were just like, you got this. When you're ready, you'll do it. And so I appreciate them for that. So, talk, if you want to take a leap, talk with your support system, who are actually going to encourage you and build you up. And then also be that hindsight for you as well, because when you take a leap, it is one of the biggest, I'll say for me, one of the biggest encouragements and bravery when I'm able to take a leap in anything that I do. So, that being said, I hope you take a leap into the destiny in regards to where you want to see your greatness to continue to accelerate. And that could be in whatever career that you're doing. Personally in your life, I just want to encourage you that you can do this. All right, you know what time it is. It is that self-care tip of the month. And the tip of the month is practicing mindfulness. Oh man, when you're able to practice mindfulness and to center yourself, it really does wonders for your overall health and well-being. And practicing mindfulness can be meditation, deep breathing exercises, or just simply taking a few moments just for yourself. And so, short story, when I was in my undergrad, sometimes, you're just constantly going, I was an athlete as well. You're constantly going from practice to class to training to whatever you have to do. And I would randomly sit at a bench wherever it was on campus. And I remember one of the administrators they had saw me, he was an athletic administrator, Dr. C, and he said, "Hey, Scarlett, are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm great." He's like, "You're just sitting here." I just said, "I just need a moment." He goes, "I feel you." So, those are those simple moments that you can take for yourself. So some of the benefits from positives that I read from positivepsychology.com is the benefits of mindfulness can go from reducing stress, increasing self-awareness. It helps ground you, reduces anxiety and depressive symptoms, and promotes overall well-being and connectedness. Again, this is mindfulness is to get back to you, to reconnect to you. And as a gentle reminder, remember on the actual newsletter, there is a 5-minute guided breathing exercise on there that you can utilize as well. So again, this self-care tip of the month is practice mindfulness. Doesn't have to be long. Some is better than none, is what I would say. But again, 5 to 10 minutes, even if you have 3 minutes, please just practice something so that you can ground yourself and recenter yourself. So again, self-care tip of the month is practice mindfulness. Well, that does it for this month's podcast newsletter. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you found inspiration and insight that resonates with you as you continue on your journey towards personal growth and self-discovery. Remember, every step you take towards mindfulness and self-care brings you closer to you. I encourage you to carry the lessons learned today with you as you navigate the moments ahead. Remember to embrace each moment with presence and gratitude. Stay mindful, stay resilient, and keep shining brightly on your journey towards becoming the best version of yourself. So until the next time, this is your favorite therapist and coach, Scarlett, signing on out. Take care of yourselves wherever you may be. Bye-bye. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and share this video with somebody. And please follow me on my social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all at Elevate Healing LLC. See you there. Bye.